Hey there, Instagram lovelies. Hey there. No, you're the Instagram lovelies. Hey there to you. And hey there, Facebook lovelies. I'm Donna Hoffman. They call me the interior design advocate, and that is because I advocate on behalf of design lovers everywhere. Brilliant, gorgeous, smart, beautiful women just like you who love design. And somehow, maybe you're not getting the results that you want in your home. Maybe you're chasing Pinterest boards and you're chasing house idea books, you're reading blogs, and you're on Instagram and nothing. You're still not getting results that you love, love, love. Here in the design world where we live and practice, we want you to love your results, which is why we have a great brand called the Interior Design Advocate, and that is where we offer amazing online courses packed with amazing design strategies that people are not teaching, and not teaching in the way I teach it, because I make design very accessible. So women like you get gorgeous results and do things that you didn't know you can do. And then in our spare time, I also run a luxury interior design company called Interiors by Donna Hoffman, and that is based in the Philadelphia region of the United States. And we work on all manner of full design projects, full room, multi-room, whole home, construction, pre-construction, bip, 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 yada, yada, yada. So I'm so happy to be here with you every Tuesday, 4 p.m. We stop what we're doing at our design studio and we come out here and talk to you. I teach a lesson and I take questions on that lesson. And as I'm just waiting for some people to sign on, I have two things to tell you that are not about design, but girlfriend, it's gonna make your life better. One, Outlander. Are you binge watching it? Have you binge watched it yet? Katie, have you binged it? Oh, you don't know what you are missing. Oh my gosh. It's my guilty pleasure. What a love story. There's a hottie on that show. Beautiful acting, great writing, great sets, great scenery, great costuming. It's a binge-worthy thing. And the other thing I wanted to tell you, I meant to take it out here to show you. I have been getting all these wild, weird compliments on my eyelashes, and I wanted to share with you this crazy product I've been using for about 4 or 5 months now. It's called Lash MD, and it looks like a wand inside of an eyeliner thing. You pull this liner out. It's a clear liquid. You just put it on the base of your lash line, and it seems to make your lashes stay in longer and grow longer. I've had a couple of people in the last few days say, hey, those false eyelashes you're wearing, I'm not rocking false eyelashes, they're mine. But this Lash MD stuff is cray cray. Totally recommend it. All right, that is the only little plug I have for you. No reason for me to be plugging that product other than to tell you you're gonna love it, and it'll give you nice long lashes for when you're binge watching Outlander. Master bedrooms, let's talk about them. See, Outlander gets you thinking about what you should be doing in the bedroom. Wink, wink. But we're going to talk about designing the bedroom. So when you talk about designing the bedroom, whether it's the master bedroom, guest bedroom, whatever, I'm going to talk to you about some of the rabbit holes I see gorgeous, brilliant women like you go down. And I'm going to be taking your questions. I'm going to talk about also some great updates you can be doing if you want to do something in the bedroom, in design, and you don't want to replace what you have, you want to update. First thing I want to talk to you about, big common mistake, packing a bed that is too big into too small a space. That will never work. You cannot correct proportion problems. If you do not want to have a terribly crowded bedroom, girlfriend, don't put that king size bed in a room that really wants a queen. It just is what it is. Don't put a queen in a room that really wants a full or a twin. So you have to do, say it with me now, your space plan, you do. So for example, if a king size bed is 76 wide, and you know on either side of the bed, for it to feel good, you want to have like 36 inches on either side of the width of that, right? So you want 36 inches, bed, 36 inches. So that means a king size bed plus 36 and 36. You want a room that is about 148 inches wide, 12.3 or so, okay? Minimum. Please be careful with your pass-through. Don't overstuff that bed size. It's the width that's going to shut you down much more so than the length. Speaking of width and length, the first piece of furniture you should place in your bedroom is the bed, because it is a big mama and it's going to take up so much visual weight, visual space, That is always the first thing that we place on any bedroom plan. In fact, I'm working on blueprints right now for a new design build with a potential client. First thing I looked at in the master bedroom was, okay, where do we have room for the bed that you want to put into this home? Do we need to make this master bedroom bigger? And oh, you want to add doors out to a balcony over here? That just crunched where we want to put your bed. Bed placement is the first thing you should be thinking about. And for those of you who are doing design builds right now, think about that master bedroom size and the type of bed you want to put in there, okay? I don't care about your ceiling height, I care about width and length. So placing the bed properly, really important, and respecting the architecture. You can't over push. And then some great things to think about when you are doing a bedroom facelift. I know a lot of you have furniture that you've had for 10, 20 years, and you might want to update it, 30 years. The quickest and easiest updates to do in a master bedroom, because master bedroom furniture starts to get expensive, right? It's all this wood furniture. Woods are always expensive. Rather than replacing the furniture, one of the easiest things that you can do to update is hit the other big ticket areas that have big bang for the buck. So that would be update your window treatments. Huge game changer in a room. Window treatments, your bedding, let's face it, with that big mama bed, king, queen, whatever, that whatever you have as your duvet or as your coverlet or whatever the story is, the pillow story on that bed has a lot to do with what you see and feel when you walk into that room. So update your treatments, your window treatments, update your bedding, beautiful. And then please remember to update your lamps on either side of that master bed. Yes, one of the quickest things that will date any room, lamps. Other one is your window treatments. So if you do just that, I just did this in my own bedroom last year, updated the treatments, updated the bedding, updated the lamps, and changed the paint color. Room totally changed. And I still have furniture that, yeah, I'm a little tired of it, but it's still beautiful, still works. So I know Steve Hoffman is watching right now thinking, what's the matter with our bedroom furniture? Nothing, honey. Our bedroom furniture is great because I updated everything around it, including the accessories, all right? So that's the lowest cost way to get a quick update going in your bedroom. The other thing you can think about doing, if you have furniture that you just don't love and you feel like it's looking kind of dated, if you have bedroom furniture that has an attached mirror on, let's say, an 80-inch long chest, get rid of that attached mirror and give it away or find it a new home. And instead, you can either do a beautiful piece of artwork over that dresser and instead get your view of you in a full-length mirror somewhere else in the back of a door, let's say, or you can do a beautiful custom mirror over that 80-inch long dresser or 72-inch long dresser. How do you do that custom mirror? You go to your local frame store, pick out a frame you like, tell them, hey, I want this to be, this is how long I want it to be. Make it about 6 inches shorter than the dresser itself, right? A few inches in on this side, a few inches in on that side, hang it over that dresser. You've just reinvented something that has a very strong presence in your bedroom, the biggest dresser in that bedroom. The other thing you can do is replace your nightstands. If you have nightstands now, maybe you want to go to bachelor chests and do a complementing color. Don't try to do the same color as your existing furniture elsewhere. Or you can say, you know what, I want to update the bed. I have a very, we're working with a client now, they have a very traditional bed, headboard and footboard, and it looks a little ersatz Americana, like not so good. Well, easiest, quickest way to reinvent a key piece in a bedroom, get rid of that and go with a new headboard. If budget will allow, headboard, footboard. But if budget does not allow, just do a new upholstered headboard. Go with something tall, a nice 60-inch something on a king or queen size bed. Game changer with some new bedding. Beautiful, beautiful change. So it's not about throwing the baby out with the bathwater. Oh, I have to start from scratch. There are amendments you can make, and you can perhaps salvage a couple of dressers, or perhaps salvage, your bedside tables, that sort of thing. Alrighty. So the last thing I want to tell you are some ideas for the base of the bed, the foot of the bed. And if you have questions about master bedroom design, I am so happy to take them. So feel free to pop those in, and I'll take those in a sec. But some things that you can think about for the foot of a bed in a master bedroom. Of course, we all know the bench. It doesn't have to be a bench. It can be two really cool ottomans, like X base ottomans. I'm not talking about the ottomans you pop your feet on. I mean 18 by 18 squares or 16 by 16 squares. If you have a king size bed, you might want to do 3 of those upholstered ottomans in a really cool shape at the foot of the bed. Or maybe you've got a cool hourglass shape that you want to do in an ottoman at the foot of the bed. That could be great. Of course, you can always do the chest at the foot of the bed. Do you know where that came from historically, the chest at the foot of the bed? Well, back in the day, centuries ago, Outlander centuries ago, Outlander on the brain, the lord of the manor would have to, things, it was not really the safest of times, and people would keep all of their best possessions and most of their possessions in a footlocker, in a chest that they would keep at the foot of their bed. And then, when marauders came and invaded your home, hopefully, your servants and your service people were out there defending the castle or the manor, but all your stuff was in like one easy to defend place. There it is. That's the footlocker at the base of your bed. Anyway, so you can do that. You can do a low seat-backed pair of club chairs, small table between them. You need to have space to do this. You need a pretty big room to do this, right? And you're going to want to keep the back of that fairly low, because let's say you have a 60-inch tall headboard. You don't want to, step on that headboard visually. You don't want to impede it. So you might want to keep that sofa back, if you're doing a settee or a pair of clubs, you may want to keep that to, 37 high or lower, 36, 35, something unusually low could be cool as well. Okay, it's really a place to kind of perch and change your shoes, that sort of thing. So those are some ideas for bedroom facelifts, bedroom updates. Pick one idea and do it, get great results. Pick multiple ideas. And if you missed any part of this, this will be running on Facebook as it lives, but we also put all of our videos go onto our YouTube channel, including, by your request, we've been putting all of our Facebook Lives on our YouTube channel too, because we give out great information every Tuesday, 4 p.m. We're here. So if you miss something, you can head on over to YouTube and catch yourself up. So let me see if there are any questions coming in. I'm happy to see who's saying what. Ruth is telling me hello. Hello, my little sweet Ruth. How are you? Hello, Cheryl. Denise is sending me hearts. Hi, Denise, you gorgeous woman. You so good that you're with us. Leslie is saying hello. Love Outlander. Can't wait for next season. Leslie, it's coming out in February. Oh my gosh. Sam Hewen. Can we just talk about Sammy for a sec? Okay, that's all I have to say. After Steve Hoffman, love Steve Hoffman more, but Sam Hewen, pretty darn good. Donna is saying, I've got to watch Outlander in the bedroom. Yes, Donna, and that is why we got to get your bedroom looking and feeling sexy, so you're all ready for Outlander. Shelly's saying hello. Jean is saying, I'm searching for a new master bedroom. Everything I buy doesn't seem to work. I'm wondering, is it the paint color? It was this color when I moved in. Not sure of the color. A light beige taupe. I would really like a lighter bedding, possibly even with white and beige accents. Any advice on what is going wrong? Oh, Jean, brilliant question. So listen, design doesn't start, the continuum of design from here to here doesn't start here. Jean, you got to start at the beginning. We've got to make sure that your furniture is right, your layout is right. You got to start there. And then from there, you need to create a color plan and a fabric plan. And it may mean reusing what you have. That's fine. Making a plan, guys, does not mean undoing what you have. It means incorporating what you have. And Jean, for you, I think what I see as a problem, because I see total confusion, not enough strategy, and you're smart by the way you've stated your question. So I know you've got the talent and the brains to do this. I think you're missing your design fingerprint, and your design fingerprint is how you uniquely relate to things like line, form, shape, color, texture, pattern, light, placement, to name a few. I offer a great free workshop. I put a link up for Jean and anybody else, and I talk a little bit about your design fingerprint and the power of it, and how much confusion in my students it completely clears up. So Jean, if you're feeling like you're floundering, there are strategy problems, meaning you're not using strategy, which will always screw you up. And I believe too that you do not have a full handle on your design fingerprint. You get those two things aligned and your master bedroom's gonna fall in place for you. That's my general answer. A more specific answer, I would pick your paint color last. Paint color is the easiest thing to pick out. Get your bedding and your fabric story and your flooring story first, Jean, and then you can roll into that bedding. So that hopefully will help you. Question from Insta. And Lorraine is asking this. Is it okay to use decorative pillows as a headboard? Desperate times call for desperate measures, Lorraine. If the budget is pressed, budget is queen of all design. If she says, hey, all you're doing is buying pillows, then you listen to her. So if you do not have the budget for a headboard of some sort, then use pillows. However, that's a look that you'll see done like in college dorms or first apartments when usually budget is pressed. Usually, some sort of headboard is in order. Now, if you are uber modern, you have a really cool, super low headboard where you don't want a big pillow story, that's not what I'm talking about. That's a different story altogether. But generally speaking, decorative pillows will not make the statement on a bed that a headboard would, and I don't care what that headboard is. And if funds are pressed, by all means, look, in resale shops. Maybe there's something that you see that you could spray paint and change up. Maybe you could take what you already own and spray paint it and change it up. But you need a headboard. But you'll save if you don't also do a footboard. Okay, so that's a lower cost way to go. All righty. Gina is saying, and Lorraine, if you have a follow-up question, sweetie, pop that into me. Sweetie, I'm making myself like your grandmother. Girlfriend, if you have a follow-up question, send it in to me. Gina is saying, what's the minimum space you should have from the end of the bed to a dresser across from it? All right, Gina. Generally speaking, just like I teach inside of the Decorating Genius course, ideally you want 36 inches of pass-through space around any piece of furniture when it's a key foot traffic area. 42 feels better, but 36 will do. Sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures. Sometimes you have to, shorten that up to less than 36, but it will never feel good. It will always feel crowded. So if it's a question of preserving 36 by eliminating another piece of furniture, eliminate that other piece of furniture, Gina. Really important. When you ignore your pass-through space, you always make overcrowded, crunchy looking spaces, never comfortable, okay? Okay, Margaret is saying, where can I go to learn my design fingerprint? Margaret, I would like to invite you to check out our Insta feed. No, our Facebook feed. I don't know how to tell you to do that. I'm sorry. And because I posted a link to a free workshop where I start to teach about your design fingerprint and I put you on the path to finding your design fingerprint. You can also learn the whole lesson on the design fingerprint inside my course, which is called the Decorating Genius System. You can go to our website and look at that under course offerings or learn with me or something like that at theinteriordesignadvocate.com. But if you just want to taste it, by all means, go to this free workshop. It's pretty powerful. People love this workshop. Okay, great question though. Thank you so much. Margaret's saying hello. Hello, Margaret. Denise is laughing. I don't know what Denise is laughing at, but okay. Sydney is saying ditto on Sam. I'll share them with you, Sid. Tanya is saying, what colors are good for a relaxing mood in the bedroom? That is such a great question. I do not find the color red relaxing in the least. My mother and father had a lot of red in their bedroom. Why? They like that color. They obviously found it relaxing. So for me I can tell you what the studies say. Studies tell you that orange will make you hungry, that red is an exciting color. But if you don't like the color red, it's not going to excite you. It's going to annoy you. Or, so what I'm getting to is actually your design fingerprint. I really believe that the colors we resonate with are very deep in us. And I don't know if it's just the history of where we come from. I don't know if it's how we roll and how we vibrate, if you want to be airy-fairy. I don't know where those preferences, how they get seated in us. But I do know that color is a very personal thing. I can tell you that pale blue is very restful, but some people find pale blue depressing as hell. So I would like for you to start to discover your design fingerprint. I would like you to start looking at colors you're attracted to. What are the pictures that you're pulling out? What kind of colors do you seem to like on your wall? I'd like to see you go to that workshop I just told you about. It's free, and it'll help you drill down on your wall color. So there you go. More questions. Oh, final 2 questions coming in. Okay. Instagram users can access all of our free workshops and products by clicking the link in our bio. This just in from KDB. Instagram users can access all of our free workshops and products by clicking the link in our bio. So there you go. All right, I got to move this puppy because I have to get to, I volunteer with a phenomenal organization that's helping to really empower at-risk youth in the city of Trenton, New Jersey, and I have to get to a committee meeting for a big fundraiser we're doing. So let's see. Linda is saying, is there a general rule of thumb on lamp height or nightshades with a tall upholstered king-size bed? Linda, here's the story. The human body and eyeballs stand at a certain height generally, and sit at a certain height, which is why usually you see 65 inches off the floor for the light source on a floor lamp, which is why when we place sconces in a bathroom, we tend to use 65 inches as your general place where we want the light source, that bulb, the light. So if you think about the fact that most dressers are about 32 inches and most lamps are about 29 to 32 inches, we're kind of getting to that 65-inch height for the light source. So if you have a king head, I don't care how wide it is, the king size headboard, it's, did you oversize your headboard? Is that a 6-foot tall headboard or a 5-foot tall headboard? Did you go dramatically high? If you did, I wouldn't go less than a 32-inch height on a lamp. But I think generally speaking, next to a bed, 29 to 32, which is where most lamps want to be, is going to be fine. But some lamps are little itty bitties, and they're, 20-inch little decorative lamps. You don't want those next to your bed. They'll throw light, like right here on your body, okay? And you want to be able to read in bed. Jean is saying, is it still in to put a blanket across the end of the bed? Yep, I like it. If it's right for your design of the room, your design style, I think it's great. Margaret is saying, is it crazy that I use a king-size top sheet on a queen-size bed? Elsewise, I freeze. Are you going to tell me we're sleeping wrong? Who am I to tell you how to sleep? What happens in the bed stays in the bed. Now, honestly, Ruth, I think you're fine. You like to snuggle up in a lot of sheet. I don't have a problem with that. I am engaged in nightly sheet wars in my bed. That's all I'm going to tell you about what's going on in my bedroom. Carmen is saying, oh, wait a minute. Margaret is saying, what about 2 full-size beds in the master? I'm thinking sleep divorce. Dr. Oz is all over it. Look, if I were to do sleep divorce, not that I'm thinking of it, I'd be in another room for quiet, for silence. But I like having my guy nearby. So I have no comment on that, Margaret. You and Dr. Oz work that one out, or work it out with Sam Hewen. Watch some Outlander. You're not going to want to be in a different bed than your man if you have to see the Outlander. I'm telling you. Carmen is saying, can someone please design a deep enough piece of furniture to store all of the shams and decorative pillows from the top of a king-size bed? Amen, Carmen. I am with you on that one. Kalinda's saying, hello to everyone. Missy Starnhardt is saying, headboard advice. Too general. Not going to do that one. Get a headboard. Denise is saying, we have our bed in the bay window of a 115-year-old home that we just moved into. The windows are low, so the bed fits well, and the light is beautiful. Is it too weird to have the bay window as our headboard? Yeah. I think you should have a super low headboard. Denise, we just did like an industrial kind of bedroom for someone, and we had to put the bed in front of the window. Because of the design style of the room, we did an uber low headboard. Do you remember how low that headboard was in that bedroom?
Yeah.
Was it like
exact?
Was it like 29 or 30? It was like 30, like something crazy. So it just barely broke above the sill. I think you need something. It'll finish off what you have going, Denise. That's my 2 cents. There you go. Okay, so I was told last two questions. 3 questions ago. So this is my last question, truly. I'm going to be mean now and stick to my guns. Kim is saying, our queen bed is framed by a double window, which has wood blinds, which I like. But would placing curtains there be too much? No, that'd be beautiful. Because Kim, guess what I just did in my bedroom last year on the windows? I've got woven woods and beautiful drapery panels. So rich, so beautiful, totally makes our existing furniture look much more hip, much more current. And I love the fact that I can drop those for total blackout. So I have like a little sleep cocoon for this woman who no longer has sleeping as a superpower, unfortunately. So there you go. All right, listen, let me tell you about what we're going to be working on or talking about next week. I'm getting a low power thing on Instagram here. I'm going to move this along. All right, next week, we're talking about accessorizing the bathroom, okay? Popular topic we've been asked to bring it back, accessorizing bathrooms without losing your marbles. If you would like to follow along what we're doing on the design side of our company, the luxury design side of our company, that's on Instagram at IDH Designs. That's at IDH Designs to see what inspires us, what we're working on, take you out in the field, yada, yada, yada. And if you would like more teaching on design, then by all means follow us on Instagram for our interior design advocate brand at decorating.genius. That's at decorating.genius. I'm getting hearts and smiles for that one. And don't forget, you can catch all of this on YouTube. That's it. I'm done with the signs. Girls, I love seeing you. You look great. I love hearing what's on that beautiful designing mind of yours. And I will see you next Tuesday, 4 p.m. Eastern for how to accessorize your bathroom without losing your marbles. Okay, guys, see you next week. Bye-bye.